Bonjour, everyone. Hi, this is Neshi Lokotz. Welcome to Star Nations Organization's main fan page where I do a daily live stream around the divination cards that I have chosen in the morning. And this is really about, a spiritual conversation or conversation about spirit. It kind of reminds me of back in the day, back in the old days, when we would have spiritual roundtables at my house. And it's kind of fun, to hang out with the community, right? Star Nation's community, and have this kind of conversation and just chat in the chat room. So welcome. And today is Wednesday, January 23rd, and I am broadcasting once again from Star Nations Academy. We had snow this morning, and actually the same amount of snow that we had yesterday came this morning. But right now it's actually pretty mild and pretty nice out. And snow stopped, and so George and I packed up the old studio stuff, and we headed up to the academy to start this broadcast. So before we get rolling with the cards or chatting away, I'm going to like and share the broadcast, the live stream, and I'd ask you to do the same if you feel that you can or that you feel good with that. Go ahead and share it and like it too. Let's see. I was on my Instagram account. That's why it looked different. All right, here we go. I just have to scrolling through and to find our live stream. Here we are. And I'm going to share it to my news feed. And I'm just wanting to make sure that my friends know that I am live streaming. And please join. Okay, and there we go. Get that posted. There. Excellent. Hey, Georgie. Did you hear him? He's a talker today. George, can you lay down, please? Okay. Good boy. All right. Okay, so we have a couple things to get done this morning or this afternoon. Okay. First of all, let's say hi to a couple people. Julie Shumway Hill's here. Hi, Julie. Good to see you in the chat. And Violet. Yay, Violet. Violet's here too. Violet, I need to arrange some time to talk with you, right? I've been trying the product. Love it. And so we just need to be able to sit and talk a little bit about it. So I'll be contacting you. I didn't want you to think I forgot or I wasn't using it, but I have been. So Violet has some of the best herbal essential oil my favorite is the body butter, I have to say. So I'll be contacting you, okay? The other thing is that, this is the third week of the month. Yeah. Hey, Amy, Violet's there. Okay. I'm going to say hey to Amy Daniels too. Hi, 9.5 inches of snow. How much did you get? Not that much. We got maybe 3 inches, maybe. It was kind of hard because it would snow and then we would have this kind of misty, snowy kind of mix, and it would freeze and then it would snow a little bit more. So it wasn't, yeah. You guys got a heck of a lot more than we did. That's for sure. Yeah. And Paul was all ready. He was set. He was set to have this really deep snow. He had the ATV all set because he uses that as a plow. George, that's enough now. Okay, you're gonna lay down. Okay. No. Yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of time to play this morning, did we? No. There was business calls and that kind of stuff. So, me either. We're gonna be having a chat, Violet. And so Paul was all set. He came home kind of dejected. Says, we're not going to get the 8 inches they said we were going to. I think it was 8 to 10 inches. We didn't even come close to that. So anyway, this is the third week of the month, right? And on the third week of the month, I select someone to receive one of the back issues of Star Nations magazine. And so we'll be doing that before the end of the show and get that mailed out hopefully this week yet, and so that person can receive it. Kimberly Griffith was one of the people, I think the last person who received one of the back issues. And I'm going to take my name off from here. There we go. Yeah, and Kimberly lives in, I believe it's Scotland. And so I shipped her one of the back issues, and she contacted me to thank me for it and said she read it, and now a friend's reading it, and someone else is in line to read it. So it's kind of fun. Oh my gosh, Polly Joe's here. Hi, dear. Hi. And your furry nephew, he heard me say your name, so now he peeked up his head. Yesterday during your show, Polly Joe, I was in the living room and I had your show on, sitting on the couch and doing my thing for the show. And George was sleeping at the time, and as soon as he heard your voice, his ears perked up and he's looking around and got up and looked in the kitchen, and he was looking for Auntie PJ. Heard your voice. Thought it was so cute. So we'll be selecting somebody to receive a back issue of Star Nations magazine, and before the end of the show, okay? If I forget, remind me, because I forgot yesterday. All right. Let's see. Let me think if there's anything else. I know that Mervyn Kelly, who's not in the chat yet tonight, or it's his night this afternoon, he did send or post a couple pictures of some of the birds of prey that he talked about yesterday. If you didn't get a chance to see those, I believe they are at From Star to Stone, and you can go and take a look at them. I'm going to do that right after this broadcast, so I can take a look. I'm hoping he's got the one that I said I didn't know much about. Polly Joe's going, miss my nephew. I know. He misses you too. As soon as he heard your voice yesterday, it's like, Polly Joe is back. He ran to find you, and he only had your voice. But he was there for the meditation too. Yeah, that's a good question. With our meditations, all of us, almost all of the show hosts do some sort of meditation, some more than others, right? And when we have our four-legged friends, family members in the vicinity, they also receive a good dose of good energy during those meditations. And I'd like to think that, George's job, because he wanted a job, his job is to help me hold the energy here for these shows and other things that we do here at Star Nations, right? And now that he's a little bit older, he's really doing some good work. When Polly Joe was here, I think he was like 3 months old or something like that. He was pretty young. He just turned 6 months last week. And and he was helping out during Polly Joe's class. And so when we're doing our meditations and our healing work in that way, they also receive that blessing of healing too. Just kind of nice, don't you think? I do. Kind of like it. All right, so let's get to the cards. What I'm going to do is I am going to show you. We're continuing with this deck, Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray. And the artist is Lily Moses. Lily resides in New Zealand, and Kyle Gray resides in Scotland. Yeah. And so, there's times in his channeled work for the cards that you can tell that he comes from a different perspective, right? From a different country. Only in the vocabulary words that's used and how they spell them is really all that is. Yeah. Okay, so the first card, we haven't had this one in a while. This is guardian angel. Guardian angel. Okay, you know what? There is nothing like having a puppy put his head on your foot and fall asleep. That's what George just did. He was sleeping and he moved, and now he has his head on my foot. Puppy breath. All right, so here's that first card, guardian angel. Yeah, and that white, the white feather is kind of like a universal symbol of angels, and specifically guardian angel. And we have a lot of sacred geometry in this one. We have the Merkaba or star tetrahedron. The Merkaba in the background there. And we also have symbols for the sun and the moon. And at the very top of that apex of that tetrahedron is the eye. And we had that eye, was it yesterday with the eagle? I think so. And of course, the stars, right? Star nations. Here we go. It's a pretty card. And on it, it says, you are not alone. You are not alone. Our guardian angel, lots have been written about guardian angels, movies and books and cards. There's a lot of information about the guardian angel out there. One of the things that I really enjoy about knowing is that our guardian angel has been with us from the time our soul was conceived, created, to the present day. So through all of the incarnations, every physical life experience we've had, our guardian angel has been with us. It's a being who knows us the best. They've been through everything with us, all the highs and all the lows, every incarnation. And in between lives, they're with us. And when we are back in spirit form, they're also with us. Can you imagine that? It's kind of like your best friend, right? Somebody that you've known since you were a baby. Maybe you were babies together, or maybe they were your babysitter, kind of thing. And they've known you your entire life. So they know us the best. And so we're never alone. Never. They're always with us. And let's do something. Okay, let's do something here. Let's do just a little centering and connect with our guardian angel. Should we do that? Let me take a drink first of tea. Okay. So for this one, let's get grounded. Okay. For those people who haven't grounded yet today, we'll do a little bit of that. If you have grounded, just be patient with us. Okay. Or you can go through it with us. Hey, we'll say hello to Andrea. Hey, Andrea, good to have you here. And Bobby's here too. The gang's all here. Hi there. We're going to be connecting with our guardian angel. Okay. This is the card that came. This is the first card. It's called Guardian Angel. And it says, you are not alone. You are not alone. Because there's times I think that there's some people who have never consciously made that connection. Consciously. And you can ask your guardian angel anything. Anything you want to know about your soul, about the missions that you've been on, your different contracts that you've been through. Did you finish them? Are you back to finish them up? You can ask them anything. They know you the best. Okay. All right. So first, we're going to do just a bit of grounding. Okay, just so that we're back in our body, that we're all here. So just getting comfortable, having your feet flat on the floor. right? And your back straight as possible, and still be comfortable. Your hands, arms uncrossed. You want to be an open circuit. All right. And you can close your eyes if you want to. I'm not going to be showing anything, so you won't miss anything, okay? So we're just going to take a big deep breath in first and really blow it out, okay? It's a big deep breath in and really blowing it out. There you go. Good. Good, good, good. Just breathing easy and naturally. Now we're going to do, whoa. George rolled over and hit the table. Yes, he's 55 pounds. All right, so we're going to take another big deep breath in, okay? And here we go. Really filling up your lungs. And then blowing it out. Good. Good. Just easy and naturally now, your breath. Yeah. In fact, why don't you imagine being surrounded by the Creator's protection, that white light? Imagine being surrounded by the Creator's protection, bathed in the white light of the Creator's protection all the way around you, in your own bubble of protection. Okay? All right, good. And in your imagination, imagine that the light of the Creator, that golden light, that blessings that is sent to us every single day, is flowing down through your crown chakra, down through the top of your head, and imagining that golden light passing through each one of your chakras as it's coming down, past your third eye, down through your throat chakra, down through your heart. Just imagining that golden light flowing through you, down through your solar plexus, down through your sacral, down through your root. That golden light of the Creator going past your hips and down both your legs. And imagining that golden light moving all the way down to your feet and flowing down into Grandmother Earth. Connecting you to Grandmother. And imagine that going all the way down, touching her heart, her core. And quietly to yourself, tell Grandmother Earth that you love her. Grandmother, I love you. Grandmother Earth, I love you. I love you. Grandmother Earth, I love you. And then sensing, feeling, seeing Grandmother Earth's energy coming to you. Her love surrounding you and filling you up. Imagine what that would be like. Good. Excellent. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, calling to your guardian angel, asking your guardian angel to come to you, to be with you in a way that you can sense, feel, or see them with you. It's good. Asking your guardian angel to step behind you so you can sense their size, what it feels like to have them in your energy field. Sensing how much they love you. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, just taking a step back, your energetic body taking a step back. And noticing what it feels like to merge with your guardian angel, that connection that you have together. How ancient that connection is. Because they've been with you for a very, very long time. Yeah, just noticing what it's like to be connected to them, consciously with them. Good. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, coming back to the present moment, back to our show. Keeping that connection with your guardian angel. Noticing the feeling. And coming back to the present moment. And when that feels complete for you, you can open your eyes, you can stretch and wiggle your fingers. If you feel like you're not quite back, you can tap your foot on the ground, on the floor. You can clap your hands. Coming back. And if you could please let me know in the comment section that you are back, that would be helpful. Just letting me know. Hey, Tina's here. Hello, Tina. Good to have you here. Okay, good. Julie says she's back. Thank you for letting me know. You know, I don't know. Sometimes, in our studies, in our spiritual studies, classes that you've been to or books that you've read, there's exercises to do this. But not often do we make the time to recall what it feels like to be with them, or to do that connection again, in a conscious way. Yeah. Oh, good. Julie Hill is back. Good, thank you. Bobby's back. Thank you. Polly Joe's back. And so is Violet. Thank you, ladies, for letting me know. Andrea says she's back. Good. And so is Amy. Thank you, Amy, for letting me know. And so that connection, when I said, that they've known us for a really long time, we have this ancient connection with this being, and I could feel it. And it's just, to remember that they're with us, but to remember what it feels like to literally have them with us. And we can connect with them in the way that I had you step back into them. It feels like a huge hug, and they're large. They're large beings, at least mine is. And to feel their energy surrounding you, I know that there's many, many ways when we're upset or scared, frightened. There's lots of different things that we can do to ask for assistance. Calling an Archangel Michael, or, saying prayers, Lord's Prayer, if that's how you bring in the divine. But it's also your guardian angel is remembering what it feels like to be connected to them and having them step in, right? Because they're there to protect us. They're our ultimate protection, the ultimate one. Yeah. So our guardian angel. Let's see what Kyle has to say. And if you guys want to share your experience with each other, I think that would be grand. That would be grand. Because we learn from each other, right? So we got get a spell. It's in here. I know it is. I read it this morning. Here it is. Okay, so the message is: watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. They're working hard to guide you. So, when we don't request help, that we're not tapping in, we're not utilizing their skills, their gifts in order to help us. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to share one. Yesterday, with the weather the way it was in the morning, and I had to rearrange the day. George was supposed to be at puppy daycare, and I knew that wasn't going to happen, and so I had to reschedule, right? And I wanted it to be rescheduled to Thursday, because Thursday is a very busy day for me, and I wouldn't be able to spend as much time with him as I usually do. And so when I called the club vet, it's called, we were going to reschedule, and they said, do you guys have openings on Thursday? And at first, the receptionist says, no, I'm sorry, we don't. And I said, oh, that's too bad. But I had already asked my team, my angels, to please help to make arrangements for George, if it's in the highest good, for him to be there on Thursday. And she goes, oh, just a minute. And she puts me on hold twice. And I'm waiting. And she says she was talking to the technicians. And she came back and she says, you know what? We're going to make room for George. George is going to be here on Thursday. And so, if we don't ask, they don't help us, even with the little things like that, the smallest things. Now, I could have made it work with George being here on Thursday, but that's not the point. The point is that I asked for help for the highest good. And so they found room for him. And so he'll have fun on Thursday, running with his pack over there, and playing with other four-leggeds. So when we ask for assistance, right? When we ask for assistance. Kyle Gray, he writes about that, let's see. Yeah, if you have asked for help with a particular situation, know that there is divine intervention in the works. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them in all their past lifetimes and will be there in all the lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and never will be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there's always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is here to aid you in all of your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, ask for it first and then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. So right now, because of the meditation that we did, that connection work, you are connected to your guardian angel in a very conscious way right now. So is there anything that you need assistance with? Now is the time to ask, because you're connected in such a conscious way. Yeah. And then surrender to it. And because you've turned it over to them, and allow them the space and the earth time to be able to move things around for you, and to bring in, or whatever it is that they have to do to help you. Yeah. Hey, Tina is saying, the only times that I have felt the strong spiritual connection is when I am sun dancing, sweat lodge, even in my home, when I listen to ceremonial songs and I dance. It's an awesome feeling I can't explain. Well, I totally get that, Tina. Totally get that. You don't even have to explain it. I totally understand that. With our guardian angel, that's one of the reasons I asked you to step back into them, is because a lot of times we don't bring that awareness to our conscious mind, right? What it feels like to be with them, or to have them with us, to be surrounded by them. And it could very well be that you recognize it, that you recognize that sensation, that feeling, that sensing. And now you can realize that, that was my guardian angel. Oh, I get it. That's what it felt like when, right? So it's possible, Tina, that when you are in Sundance and you're praying for the people, that your guardian angel could very well be with you during that time. Yeah. Why not, right? Why not? Mervyn's saying good evening to everyone. Sorry I'm late. Just got home from work. Nope, right on time. Right on time. What'd you miss? Well, you missed we did a centering and a grounding, and then, because the first card that came, I'll show it to you here. It's the guardian angel. Let me take this off. Oops. There we go. It's the guardian angel card. And so we did a connection with our guardian angel in a conscious way, and so that we can recognize what it's like when they're with us. They're with us all the time. But when we call to them and ask them to come close, or we ask them for assistance, that we can recognize what it feels like to be with them in a conscious way. Right? Yeah. Thanks, Polly Jo. She was just sharing with Mervyn. So Kyle is saying that that this card is a huge reminder that there is always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is here to aid you in all of your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, first ask for it, then surrender to the process, right? So surrendering to the process, sometimes that's the harder part for us two-leggeds, because we know what we want and we want it now. And our patience level sometimes is wanting, right? Literally wanting. And sometimes we try to force the matter rather than surrendering to it and allowing the divine timing, right? The divine timing. Merwin says, I don't know if anyone saw them, but I posted pictures of the birds I mentioned yesterday. Actually, I got the notification. I just didn't have time to go over there and check it out. I'm going to do that after this broadcast. Yeah. I was on the phone with business meetings this morning. Met with our next author that we're going to be publishing. So exciting. I hope you guys are going to like it. It's another children's book. It's about whales. It's a good one. And we'll be releasing more information about that in the days to come. So, and let me tell you, I was calling on my entire team to get this one pulled together. And I'm so glad that things are rolling out in the way that they are. Yeah. So we're talking about the guardian angel and that we're never alone, right? And there's when I was thinking about this, there's a time when we talk about being alone, and we get very emotional about this, and that is when we know of somebody who is preparing to cross, right? Preparing to walk on, and or maybe you found out that someone, a relative of yours or someone, a friend, someone close to you, walked on and they were alone. They died by themselves, basically. And that is the fear of a lot of people. And the thing is that we're never alone. We're never alone. That our guardian angel is with us all the time. Even in that instance, when we're letting go of the physical body and returning to spirit, our guardian angel is with us during that time. In the time that we let go of the physical body, our angel is with us. It's one of the ones that helps us to do that crossing over, to take that journey to the west and to do that leap. They're with us the entire way. We're not alone. We're not alone. Yeah. Let's see. Mervyn, Wales? No. Whales. Not the island, not Wales, not Welch, but Wales. Yeah. Good question though. And Andrea is saying, I find shiny new pennies here and there and in the darndest places. I always feel it's my angels telling me they're here. Yeah, definitely. And in fact, Andrea, now that you know you're still connected, we haven't disengaged from our angels. If you can still sense their presence with you, surrounding you, you can go ahead and ask, are the pennies from you? Are you the one sending me the pennies? Who's sending me the pennies? You can ask them. Why not? And you can also ask them to give you a sign when they're with you so that you know that your mental mind knows, because your heart and your soul already knows. Okay. Here, Tina's got something to say. She's saying, like sun dancing one time, I was afraid of my legs might give out on me, and in the sweat lodge, we were told to put some of Grandmother Earth and on in my legs, and was surprised that it worked, and I was played out from not eating and stuff, and felt like spirit was giving me energy to continue. It's hard to explain. Our ceremonies are so connected and amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that spirit and many spirits were there to aid you. And your entire team, ancestors, angels, your power animals, and of course, Grandmother Earth, and Grandfather Sky, of course. That they're literally dancing with you, right? And there's probably been times when you've actually felt them dancing with you. Yeah. See, I think that is like, I was going to say way cool, but it's bigger than that. So much bigger than that. Thanks for sharing that with us, Tina. So we have the guardian angel, right? And the sacred geometry that's around us is just to have the Merkabah in the background, that star tetrahedron. And the star tetrahedron, the Merkabah, is our ascension vehicle, right? It is literally our chariot of fire, because the tetrahedrons represent the element of fire. And so many times our spiritual team and our guardian angels specifically, they're the ones that help us to remember those things that we already know, right? All we have to do is ask them, show me this. How did this go? I remember, oh gosh, here's one. It's my parents. They were still living in our family home. And I got a telephone call from my mom, and she was asking if I could give them a hand with something, if I could go to the grocery store and get a few things for them, because they weren't feeling well and they hadn't been to the store in a few days and they were running low on a few things. And I said, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I went and did their errand for them, and I was living about 45 minutes away or so. And so anyway, I went and did their grocery shopping for them, and I took them the groceries, and I walked in the house, and I knew my mom, she said they were sick. They didn't tell me how sick they were. And Dad was really the most ill. And he was in bed. And so I walked into their bedroom and to say hi to him, and I could hear him breathing, and I said, how long have you been like this? And he says, oh, a few days. He says, I'm pretty tired. And I said, well, you look pretty weak. And I said, okay, you guys are coming with me. I'm taking you to the emergency room. I was taking him to the emergency room. And he says, well, I'm not going unless your mother goes. She's sick too. So I took him to the emergency room. Well, it turns out they both had pneumonia. And they were in probably their late 80s at that point. Let's see, Dad walked on when he was 88. So he must have been 85 or 86 at the time. So we did that. I got them their medication, took them home, made them a little something to eat. And I walked into the bedroom to see how Dad was doing. And he was I thought he was sleeping. When he woke up, and he called me, so I went over there, and he says, were you just in my room? And I said, well, I was in your room earlier. And he says, no, I just now. And I said, no. And he goes, oh, that must have been my guardian angel. And so I said, what do you mean? And he says, well, I really felt pretty bad. So I was saying, if this is my time, then please be with me, because to help me if I'm supposed to leave now. And so anyway, he said that he knew that somebody was in the room with him. He said I could see him. And he said, I thought maybe, no, that could be daughter, that could be her. Trying to make logical sense of it, right? Yeah. I know that doesn't have anything to do with the sacred geometry, but that's the story they wanted me to tell you. It's like, so we're never alone. Even though my dad thought it was me that had come, he knew somebody was there, and he was trying to make rational sense of it, right? And it's the same. He told me stories about when he was in World War II, about how there were so many times he should have died there, and in fact he almost did. And with his discharge and all of that. And he said that, there's so many times, but he said, I know that I was getting help from my guardian angel, because I didn't know which direction to walk in, because I had to get out of there, and I didn't know. And he said, literally, I could see like a green light showing me the way. So the guardian with it, angel is with us all the time, all my time. And Tina's saying, yeah, my guardian helped me to continue. I bet he did. And Mervyn is saying, it's immensely powerful when we are given the kind of affirmation that spirit, guardians, angels, ancestors are with us and helping and supporting us. Isn't it though? And we remember those times, right? And it could have been 10 years ago. And yet when we share the story, it feels like it just happened. Isn't that right? Yeah. And Polly Joe saying, my sends me white feathers and loves to ring bells, even rings the crystal bowls during healing work here. Now that is precious, really. And the thing is that we can ask them to show us things. Let me know you're here. Give me a sign. What's going to be our sign that I know that you're here? Mm-hmm. Good tea. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to move on to the second card. The second card is Star Ancestors. Star Ancestor. Yeah. At the pyramids, and we have some constellations going on in the background. And there's the Big Dipper. Yeah. Pyramids. I think this is a really cool card. Because you look at his body and it is the constellations. And it almost looks like on the side of his face too, right? That darker blue. Yeah, the blue people. Yeah, I was just trying to see if there was... It looks, I don't know my constellations very well. But the one that is just over his shoulder there, which one is that? Does anybody know? I don't know that one. Yeah, here we go. Star Ancestors. Let's see. Bobby is saying, feathers for me, music with lyrics pertaining to many things. Even hubby said, did you ask for this song? That is so cool too, isn't it? That when a certain song comes on, that it reminds you of, right? Your connection to the divine. And for them to use songs to play on the radio or a Pandora or something like that. Does anybody even use their radios in their cars anymore? I mean, like the AM FM situation, or do you have like satellite, like XM radio or Sirius or something like that? That's kind of odd, isn't it? But anyway, the spirit certainly can send us signs and synchronicities through the music and certain songs. Yeah, and feathers. Feathers are pretty big. Finding feathers along the way. I remember I was in California at a class, and I had a feather come to me. It was actually on my pillow. It wasn't on my pillow. It was on my bed. And I thought it was somebody, somebody had put it there. So I'm asking, is this your feather? Did you put this feather on my bed? Nobody put the feather on my bed. And so I even went to my teacher and was showing her, because it was at her house, and said, so I'm not sure if, because it could have been from one of her things, And so I was showing it to her, and she goes, no, I don't know that feather. And she goes, obviously somebody in spirit wants you to have that feather. And so, and I think I still even have it, because it's not very big. It's about this big. So, and I had really long hair then. And so what I did was I braided my hair, and I I had taken my knitting with me. Yes, I do knit. Nothing fancy though. And I took one of the strands of the fibers and tied it onto the feather, and I braided it into my hair. And so, so finding feathers, right? Finding feathers. Yeah. Roberta says, nope, just XM. And Polly goes, yep, good old fashioned radio. I know. Paul has Cirrus, I think it's Cirrus, in his truck. And in my car, I don't have anything. I just have a plain old radio. And a lot of times I don't even have it on. But when I turn it on is when certain songs come on, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, that's got to be I'm looking for some synchronicities here. It's good stuff though, to have music like that. All right, so Star Ancestor. And there we go. It says, follow the voice of your soul. Follow the voice of your soul. Follow the voice of your soul. The messages, heed the messages coming directly from your soul. Heed the messages coming directly from your soul. Kyle writes that the Star Ancestors is a Native American term for extraterrestrial light beings who are dedicated to the healing and growth of the world. These incredible beings are divine embodiments of love who bring wisdom from their higher realms. The Star Ancestor is reminding you that you have otherworldly support, and that your friends from the stars can help you if you're willing to be helped. They can support you in connecting with and following your soul's deepest calling. Your soul's deepest calling. He goes on to say that there is a deeper purpose for your human journey. Not only were you born on purpose, you were born for a purpose. You are born to be a bright light in the world, and there are supporters out there in the universe sending waves of energy to guide you at this time. Information and inspiration that has been coming your way recently is not new information, but memories. Your feelings of being drawn in a particular direction are the awakenings of an aspect of your soul. Continue following the cosmic guidance that is coming your way. So when you put these two cards together, and you have your guardian angel, and you have your star ancestors, and for me, this means that the star that your soul was conceived on. Many of us who are in physical form right now, our soul wasn't conceived here on this planet. That we're from a different star coming here. And so our ancestors from the planet that you're originally from, your soul is originally from, they're out there helping us too. They're part of our spiritual team. And they're there to help us. And they're there to help us to be able to follow our soul's deepest calling. In other words, we're here to do a soul contract, right? We're here to have soul growth, to graduate from this PhD level school. And so they're there to help us. And there again, we have to be willing to allow them to help us and to ask them for help. Your feelings of being drawn in a particular direction are the awakenings of an aspect of your soul. So, we've been having certain cards over the last week or two, right? And it was, we're in integration, we're in a lull, resting, releasing, letting go, healing, and then resting. And with these two cards, I think that for those people who they've taken advantage of the opportunity to be in that integration time, to go deep, to understand what their life lesson that they just learned, to absorb it, to go at even deeper level to understand it, and to release even more or heal even more. I think these two cards are telling us is that we're on the verge of going on to our next soul experience here. And it sounds like it's a pretty important one because it's an aspect of our soul that's calling to us. Awakening an aspect of your soul. Continue following the cosmic guidance that's coming your way. Feels pretty big to me. All right. Stephanie is saying, finally, the web here has been down and the mobile network is swamped. I'm sure you're doing the very best you can, Stephanie. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Andrea is saying, I once had an owl drop feathers at my feet as he flew up, right before my car started on fire and burned up on a back desert road. In retrospect, I believe he was giving me a warning and protection. Yep, owl medicine. Owl medicine. Letting you know. Okay. So it seems to me that we have an opportunity that's coming, right? Tina says, for my inspiration to continue on the spiritual walk is a soft touch on my head when I feel sad, signs I see, visions, dreams, spiritually led to know different things, helping me to pay attention to my path through healing and knowing, etc. Exactly. So our guardian angel, if we remember our connection to them, and we can ask our guardian angel for assistance, right? If our soul is ready to have this next experience so that we continue our soul growth, right? That our guardian angel can help us with that. Remember, they've known us for forever. Ancient. And when you're starting a new business, that kind of thing, right? You're expanding. That we can ask our guardian angel for help with that. And we can also call on our star ancestors. It's kind of like E.T. phoning home, right? Call home and say, obviously I'm ready to move to the next thing, so I need help, call home. Phone home. Stephanie is saying that would explain the utter chaos of the last 24 hours. Yeah, could very well be. So, you're still connected to your guardian angel if you did the meditation. You're still connected, so you can ask for clarity. Ask, what's really going on here? Am I starting the next experience? And what is it? It'd be nice if I was clued in to see, this mental mind of ours, right? Yeah, not only that, we're curious. Two-leggeds, we're curious beings, that's for sure. Okay, so it's very interesting to have these two cards come together in the combination that they did today to let us know that we're not alone and that we have an abundance amount of help if we're willing to ask for it and receive it, and allow it to happen in the time that it needs to happen in. Right? Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So, if anything that resonated with you today, yay, pick it up, embrace it, and see, watch, sense how the energy is unfolding for you today and how this information from Spirit can help us. Yeah. If it didn't resonate with you, don't worry about it. Just wasn't for you today. There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. And maybe you're the messenger and you get to share the recorded video with somebody. Right? That's good too. So, for Star Nations, tonight is Polly Jo LeBay and Soul Connections. And it's an evening of divine healing and messages. The first part is about the healing meditation. And so if you haven't done your own self-healing, your self-care, it's a good group to be with because it can be pretty powerful. When we all get together and we're working on individual intentions with our spiritual team, it's that collective energy that is so very helpful. And Polly Jo and her team assist us in holding that sacred container for us to do our work and also to help us release and heal. Okay? Yeah. So if you can join us, that would be great. That is at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And and then Thursday we got two really good things going on. It's a premiere debut of a brand new show here at Star Nations Radio Network, and that is Angel Therapy with Maureen Mann, 4 p.m. Eastern. Please join us. Right? She's going to be talking more about angels, and I'm sure she's going to be mentioning our guardian angel. And so it's her first show, so she wants to share with us her perspective and her connection to the angel realm. It's going to be good. And she's going to do card draws, I believe, as well. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at Star Nations Academy closed group is a free mini class, and the teacher Thursday night is Julie Hedges of Tarot Journey. She's going to be sharing what she's calling Tarot 101. And what is this about Tarot, right? What is the Tarot? And so it's an hour class, a mini class, and come and join us. If you're not a member of the closed group yet, all you have to do is ask to join, and we'll get you set up, okay? All right. Yeah. Let's see, and just one last look in the chat here. Roberta is saying, such excellent information. Love to you all. Love you too. Andrea saying, thank you. You're very welcome. Heather, oh, I missed it. Aw, shoot, huh? Well, there's always the recorded show. Okay, and you can do that at your leisure, depending on what side of the pond you're on. How you say that. Stephanie says, tomorrow, Angel Therapy with Maureen Mann. Absolutely. Yep, and Soul Connections. Yeah, yep. Polly Jo is saying, she's amazing. You'll all love her. I can't wait. Whenever we start a new host, live stream host, I'm literally in the studio with them, just in case, and they have somebody there that they can tune to very quickly. 9 times out of 10, they don't need me at all, but I'm there, and so I'm in the chat anyway. So I'll be with you guys, but I'll be in the lobby in the studio. Thank you, Stephanie. You're welcome, Mervyn. You received your magazine. Yay! I hope you like it. Let us know your reaction to it, okay? All right. Yeah. All right. So, Bama Mina, until we see each other again. I love you guys.